Hello everyone, I'm Coach Kumbo, and I'm going to be your coach for this upcoming season with the Allegiant's club volleyball team. I'm really excited to get started and meet all of you and learn your strengths and weaknesses so we can grow better as a team and so I can get to know you better as well as individuals. So to start off, I was born and raised in the suburbs of Chicago. As you can see, I'm wearing a Cub shirt. So the Cubs are one of my favorite teams. I moved to Rhode Island to start my coaching career, and here I am coaching all of you. This is going to be my first experience coaching a girls' volleyball team. But, I've played volleyball in the past. I have such a huge love for this sport, and I'm very passionate about it. And I'm probably just as passionate as you are about it as well. So I'm really excited to start off this season strong and a clean slate. And I'm just going to go over a few things before we have our first practice that I just wanted to make sure that I cover beforehand. Kind of an overview of what the first practice is going to be like. Just so everyone kind of has an idea. So in choosing to be a part of this club volleyball team, you're committing to put your development as a player first before all else. And then while being a part of this team, you're agreeing to set yourself to a higher standard and uphold all the team rules and respect each other and me along the way, and accept the consequences of your actions when necessary. During our first team meeting, we'll discuss our rules and come up with them and what we want them to be. Because one of the most important things to me as a coach, and probably to you as players, you don't want to have unreasonable rules. So what I believe that is most important is you set yourselves to the higher standard that you want to achieve. So whatever rules that you decide you want to make, what time you want to be here before we start practice to warm up and stretch, to what happens if you miss a game, everything along those lines, we will come up together as a team, and that's very important to me, to have unity and respect for each other, so we all know what we're getting into from the start. There's only 2 rules that I will not budge on, period. No exceptions. No matter what, I will not budge on them, no matter the circumstances. If you're more than 10 minutes late to a match, you will not play. And if you're disrespectful to me or anyone on this team, you will be off the team after your 3rd strike. So I'll give you 3 strikes and you're out. The reason why I won't budge on these 2 rules is because first, warming up before a game is a very important part to any athlete, no matter what sport you're playing. And if you're not fully warm, you're at a higher risk of injuring yourself and not playing to the best of your ability, and as a result, letting down your team and me as well, your coach. Second, I build my teams up with respect and dignity, and if you don't have that for each other, we don't have anything. We're just a group of people in a gym with a volleyball. That's all. Respect each person as a person, even if you might not like them. Which I know is very hard if you have history with that person or what have you, but when you are on the court and when you're in my gym, all that gets set aside and you're on my team and your team, and I want you to be a confident player when you're on the court and during a game. And then to be a great team, we need to have unity and passion. If you don't have passion, there's going to be no reason to play volleyball. There's no reason to want to learn more, to want to build your skill level. You want to have that passion to continue. And the season for the theme for this season is technical versus tactical skills. I want you to have excellent form and a base to build upon so you don't injure yourself, and so you can carry this information on with you to make you an even better player than when you had started. So that's kind of what technical skills mean to me. So no matter if you learned to serve a certain way, if you learned to hit a certain way or set, I want you to make sure you know the correct form so you won't injure yourself, so you will keep that hitting arm, so you won't pull any muscles or hurt yourself, because that is one of the most important things. This is about a marathon. It's not about, what can you do in the shortest amount of time. You want to stay in the game for as long as possible, and not being injured is one of the key things that you have to keep in mind. Tactical skills are a little bit different. I want to put as many real-life situations and scenarios in front of you so I can help you to know the right decisions to make. Then when there comes a time to make a good tactical decision, you'll be able to be confident and make it for yourself and not have to consult with anyone. It'll kind of be your voice in the back of your mind, your conscious, what have you. And that's really important not only in sports and when you're playing a game, but also in your everyday life. You want to have a good tactical skill. You want to have the good voice in the back of your head that is telling you subconsciously what your next move should be. That is such an important thing to have. Getting older and becoming an adult, it's so important. I hope you can all take what you learned from here in the season and use it year after year, forever improving yourself and your skills. We will be having practice daily from 4 to 6 p.m. except on Sundays, because Sundays is family day. So Monday when we come back on the court, we'll have a fresh, clean start and a clean slate, and we'll be refreshed and rejuvenated. And the most important thing to remember while playing a sport that you're passionate about is that you are passionate about it. Have fun and enjoy your practice time. Even if it's hard work, you're still working towards something. There's always an end goal with standards and goals you're setting for yourself, as well as things that maybe I'm setting for you. And also, during our first practice, we're going to all write down or come up with one thing we want to work on, including me, in the next few weeks. And then once you believed you've achieved it or accomplished it, you will all come up with your next goal, and so on. So we're constantly building upon goal by goal. We're constantly adding new information and learning and adding more information on top of it, and building as an athlete and growing as a person, and that's so, so very important. There's always something more to learn and experience. Don't be closed-minded, always be open-minded, and always be open to learning new things and hearing new views and everything. And after this season, you'll have enough game sense to carry you on to your next challenges or goals you might set for yourself. Always keep an open mind and be proactive. You know yourself best. So if you realize that you're maybe doing something that you need to work on, or you're doing something that you know that's wrong, come to me or go to a fellow teammate. Team building is very important. So the more you work with the people around you, the better. Even me. And I'll always be available for you if you might need me. All you have to do is send me an email or a text, and I'll respond as soon as I can. And thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. And let's get excited for our first season together and our first practice. and I know we'll all grow together as a team, and I'll learn as much as I can from you as you will from me. So I'm really excited to get started. All right, let's go.